Ladies and gentlemen, today I have a message that may shake you, challenge you, and even make you uncomfortable. But if you truly listen, it has the power to transform your life forever. 0.225 is here. Another year full of possibilities, but also another year that will pass in the blink of an eye if you don't take control. The question is, will you remain the same person you were last year? Stuck in the same habits, the same environment, the same cycle of excuses? Or will you disappear from your old self and reemerge as someone unrecognizable, a version of you so evolved that even the people who once doubted you won't believe their eyes? In a world full of noise, distractions are everywhere. They come in many forms: social media, endless notifications, gossip, toxic relationships, mindless entertainment, and even our own bad habits. The biggest reason people fail to achieve transformation is not that they lack ambition or intelligence. It's because they allow distractions to steal their time, energy, and focus. If you want to disappear and become unrecognizable in 2025, the first step is cutting off distractions completely. It is about taking full control over your environment, your mind, and your daily habits. One of the biggest distractions today is social media. While it can be a tool for learning and networking, for most people, it becomes an addiction. Hours are wasted scrolling through other people's lives, comparing yourself to their highlight reels, and consuming content that adds no real value to your journey. Every moment spent mindlessly scrolling is a moment taken away from building the future you want. If you are serious about leveling up, take a break. Log out, delete apps, and set strict boundaries. Replace that time with productive habits: reading, learning, working out, or strategizing your next move. You will quickly realize how much mental clarity and energy you gain when you are not constantly consuming meaningless content. The people around you also play a crucial role in your ability to focus. If you are surrounded by negativity, laziness, or people who do not align with your vision, their energy will affect you. Some people in your life might be friends, family members, or colleagues, but if their presence constantly distracts you from your goals, you need to set boundaries. It does not mean you have to cut everyone off completely, but it does mean limiting your exposure to toxic conversations, drama, and people who bring nothing but negativity. Choose your circle wisely. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be better. If you do not have such people around you, use this time to be alone and focus on yourself. Growth often happens in isolation, where you can hear your own thoughts without outside influence. Another major distraction is entertainment. While there is nothing wrong with watching movies, playing video games, or listening to music, the problem arises when it consumes too much of your time. Binge watching shows, spending hours on gaming, or mindlessly listening to music instead of working on your goals keeps you stuck in the same place. Many people use entertainment as an escape from reality, but if you want to truly transform, you must face reality head-on. Reduce the time spent on entertainment and shift that focus to activities that bring you closer to your goals. Instead of watching a show, watch a documentary that teaches you something valuable. Instead of playing games, gamify your own life and set challenges for yourself in real-world achievements. The more you replace distractions with productive actions, the faster your transformation will happen. Your environment also has a huge impact on your ability to stay focused. If your space is cluttered, disorganized, or filled with distractions, it will be harder to maintain discipline. Clean your space, create a minimalist work environment, and remove anything that does not serve your growth. Your phone should not be the first thing you reach for when you wake up. Your workspace should not be filled with distractions. Create an environment that forces you to stay on track. Small changes, like keeping your phone in another room while working, using noise-canceling headphones, or setting a dedicated time for deep work, can make a significant difference. Mental distractions are just as dangerous as external ones. Overthinking, self-doubt, and fear of failure can consume your energy and prevent you from taking action. If your mind is constantly filled with negative thoughts, it is a sign that you need to declutter mentally. Meditation, journaling, and practicing mindfulness are powerful ways to gain control over your thoughts. The less mental noise you allow, the more clarity and direction you will have. You must also learn to silence the opinions of others. Many people fail to take action because they are too concerned about what others will think. The truth is, most people are too focused on themselves to care about what you are doing. Stop seeking approval, stop explaining yourself, and stop letting outside opinions dictate your choices. The only voice that matters is your own. Time management is another critical factor in cutting off distractions. Many people go through their days without a plan, reacting to whatever comes their way instead of being intentional with their time. When you do not control your schedule, distractions will control it for you. Start planning your days with precision, set priorities, create a routine, and eliminate wasted time. Wake up earlier, structure your day, and give each hour a purpose. The most successful people in the world do not waste time. They use it strategically to build the life they want. If you master your time, you master your future. Breaking free from distractions also requires discipline. It is not enough to say you want to change. You must take deliberate action every single day. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you do not feel like it. It is waking up early when you would rather sleep in. It is saying no to distractions when they tempt you. It is choosing to work on your goals instead of making excuses. The stronger your discipline, the less power distractions will have over you. The good news is that discipline is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. Start small, stay consistent, and over time, self-control will become second nature. One of the most effective ways to stay focused is to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve. When your goals are vague, distractions become more tempting. But when you have a powerful vision, every action becomes intentional. Write down your goals. Be specific about what you want to accomplish. Visualize the person you want to become. The more detailed your vision, the easier it will be to stay on track. When distractions arise, remind yourself why you started. Stay committed to your mission, and do not allow temporary pleasures to derail you from long-term success. It is important to recognize that cutting off distractions is not a one-time decision, it is a daily practice. New distractions will always appear, and it is your responsibility to keep them in check. There will be moments when you slip, when you fall into old habits, or when you feel tempted to waste time. When that happens, do not dwell on it. Reset and refocus. Growth is not about perfection, it is about consistency. The more you practice eliminating distractions, the more natural it will become. Ultimately, cutting off distractions is about taking control of your life. Most people drift through life, letting external factors dictate their actions. But those who truly transform are the ones who take full responsibility for their focus, their time, and their choices. The ability to eliminate distractions is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who remain stuck in mediocrity. If you want to disappear and become unrecognizable in 2025, start by removing everything that is holding you back. Once you master focus, nothing can stop you from reaching your highest potential. In a world where everyone is eager to showcase their progress, achievements, and even their struggles, the power of working in silence and staying low-key has become underrated. The loudest people in the room are often the least productive, while the real winners are too busy executing to broadcast their every move. If you truly want to disappear and become unrecognizable in 2025, you must embrace the discipline of silent work. You must learn to detach from the need for validation, move in the shadows, and allow your results to speak for you. You know, the biggest mistakes people make when setting goals is talking about them too much. The moment you announce your plans to the world, you invite unnecessary opinions, distractions, and pressure. People will project their own fears onto you, telling you why your dreams are unrealistic or why you should play it safe. Others will silently hope you fail, watching your every move, not out of support, but out of curiosity to see if you will give up. The truth is, the more you talk, the more energy you waste. Energy that should be used for execution gets scattered in conversations that serve no real purpose. Instead of discussing what you are going to do, simply do it. Let your actions replace your words. Silence is a superpower because it keeps people guessing. When no one knows what you are working on, they cannot interfere, discourage you, or sabotage your progress. Working in silence gives you the space to fail privately, learn without external pressure, and refine your craft without the burden of expectations. Too often, people seek applause before they have even built something worthy of recognition. They get caught up in the dopamine rush of sharing their ambitions, mistaking words for progress. But success does not come from announcing intentions. It comes from disciplined execution. The modern world conditions people to crave validation. Social media has made it normal to share every step of the journey, but what many fail to realize is that premature exposure weakens momentum. Every time you post about your grind, your workouts, your business plans, or your self-improvement journey, you are feeding a need for external approval. Instead of focusing on internal discipline and self-respect, you become dependent on likes, comments, and encouragement from others. But real growth happens in solitude. The strongest people are those who do not need an audience to stay motivated. They work in silence because they are driven by something deeper than external validation. Staying low-key also protects you from unnecessary competition. When you broadcast your moves, you invite comparison, jealousy, and even resistance. People may try to copy you, outdo you, or worse, undermine your progress. But when you move in silence, no one knows what to compete with. They cannot replicate what they do not see. They cannot prepare for what they are unaware of. Silence keeps you unpredictable. And in a world that thrives on predictability, being unpredictable is a strategic advantage. Working in silence also forces you to stay humble and focused on the process rather than the outcome. Many people lose sight of the grind because they get addicted to the idea of success rather than the work required to achieve it. They love the idea of transformation, but they are unwilling to endure the discipline, sacrifice, and setbacks that come with it. When you remove external noise and focus purely on the work, you build the resilience needed to keep going, even when no one is watching, even when progress feels slow, even when results take longer than expected. The process of becoming unrecognizable is not glamorous. It is a series of small, consistent, and often tedious steps that accumulate over time. The less distracted you are by outside influences, the more likely you are to stick with it. One of the most powerful examples of working in silence is found in nature. A seed does not announce when it is about to sprout. It grows in darkness, beneath the soil, away from sight, silently developing roots before breaking through the surface. By the time people see the plant, it has already undergone massive unseen growth. The same principle applies to human transformation. If you focus on developing strong roots, habits, discipline, knowledge, and skills, by the time people notice your success, it will be too late for them to doubt you. Another advantage of staying low-key is that it helps you avoid unnecessary pressure. When you make your goals public, you create expectations that can become a burden. If you fail, you feel embarrassed. If you struggle, you feel judged. This pressure can make you hesitant to take risks, afraid to make mistakes, or even worse, push you into rushing progress just to prove something to others. But when you work in silence, the only pressure is the one you place on yourself. You give yourself the freedom to experiment, to fail, to adjust, and to improve without outside interference. You move at your own pace, guided by internal discipline rather than external expectations. Silence also allows you to master patience. Many people fail to achieve long-term success because they lack patience. They want quick results, instant recognition, and fast rewards. But true transformation takes time. The person who disappears to work in silence for a year will come back so changed that people will be shocked. The person who constantly seeks shortcuts, attention, and quick wins will remain stuck in the same cycle of mediocrity. The most dangerous individual is the one who is quietly improving every single day, unnoticed, unbothered, and unstoppable. One of the most important lessons in working in silence is understanding that not everyone deserves access to your journey. Not everyone needs to know what you are doing, what you are planning, or what you are struggling with. Protect your energy by being selective with what you share and who you share it with. The less people know about your moves, the less they can influence them. Some people may be supportive, but others may unconsciously plant doubt, discourage you, or even sabotage your efforts. Silence is a shield that protects your dreams from unnecessary interference. There is also great power in surprising people with results rather than promises. Imagine how much more impactful it is to show up one day completely transformed, fitter, wealthier, wiser, more skilled, without ever having spoken about it beforehand. People respect results, not words. They admire those who let their work do the talking. Instead of trying to prove yourself through words, prove yourself through action. Instead of explaining your growth, let people see it for themselves. Ultimately, working in silence and staying low-key is about shifting your focus inward. It is about realizing that your journey is for you, not for the world. It is about building yourself so powerfully that by the time you reveal your transformation, no one can deny it. It is about cultivating self-respect, discipline, and internal motivation so that you no longer need external applause to validate your progress. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who talk the most. They are the ones who execute relentlessly behind closed doors. They disappear, they grind, they improve, and then they return as someone completely unrecognizable. If you truly want to change your life in 2025, start now. Go silent, put in the work, and when you re-emerge, let your success do all the talking. Upgrading every area of your life requires a complete shift in mindset, habits, and daily actions. It is not about making small, temporary improvements, but rather about committing to a full-scale transformation that leaves no part of your life untouched. If you want to disappear and become unrecognizable in 2025, you must elevate every aspect of who you are, physically, mentally, financially, emotionally, and socially. This kind of growth demands discipline, sacrifice, and an unbreakable commitment to self-improvement. It means breaking free from old patterns, eliminating excuses, and stepping into the highest version of yourself. Physical transformation is the foundation of upgrading your life. Your body is the vehicle that carries you through every challenge and opportunity, and if it is weak, everything else in your life suffers. Strength, endurance, and vitality are not just about aesthetics, they are about energy, confidence, and resilience. If you are not already training, start now. Develop a disciplined workout routine, whether it is lifting weights, running, calisthenics, or a combination of different forms of exercise. Treat your body like a machine. Fuel it with clean, nutritious food. Prioritize sleep, and eliminate toxic habits like smoking, excessive drinking, and junk food. The stronger your body, the more power you will have to take control of your life. When you walk into a room, your presence alone should command respect, not because of what you say, but because of the discipline and power that radiates from you. Mental upgrading is just as important. Your thoughts shape your reality, and if your mind is filled with doubt, negativity, and limiting beliefs, your life will reflect that. To upgrade your mind, you must be intentional about what you consume. Stop feeding your brain with garbage, mindless entertainment, gossip, and useless distractions. Instead, fill it with knowledge that sharpens your thinking and expands your perspective. Read books that challenge you, listen to podcasts that educate you, and study people who have achieved the level of success you desire. Mental toughness is built through discipline, problem solving, and learning from failure. Train yourself to be unshakable. When adversity comes, as it always does, you must be the kind of person who stays calm, adapts, and keeps moving forward. The ability to control your mind is the ability to control your destiny. Upgrading your financial life is another crucial part of the transformation. Money is not everything, but financial freedom gives you options, security, and the ability to live on your terms. If you are struggling with money, it is time to take control. Start by eliminating financial ignorance. Learn about investing, saving, budgeting, and wealth-building strategies. Increase your earning potential by developing high-income skills, starting a side hustle, or advancing in your career. Cut out unnecessary spending and invest in things that grow your future, not just your temporary pleasure. Financial discipline is about long-term thinking. Do not fall into the trap of living paycheck to paycheck or chasing material possessions that add no real value. Focus on building wealth so that money becomes a tool for freedom rather than a source of stress. The sooner you master your finances, the sooner you can create the life you truly want. Emotional mastery is often overlooked, but it is one of the most powerful upgrades you can make. Many people are controlled by their emotions. Anger, fear, insecurity, and self-doubt dictate their decisions and behaviors. If you want to be unrecognizable in 2025, you must learn to master your emotions rather than being controlled by them. This means developing self-awareness, understanding your triggers, and responding rather than reacting. It means eliminating emotional dependencies, whether on people, substances, or unhealthy habits. True strength comes from emotional stability, the ability to remain calm and focused regardless of what is happening around you. When you reach this level of control, you become unstoppable. You no longer waste energy on pointless arguments, drama, or seeking validation. You operate from a place of clarity, power, and purpose. Your social circle plays a massive role in your transformation. The people you surround yourself with either elevate you or hold you back. If you are serious about upgrading your life, you must be ruthless about who you allow into your space. Cut off toxic relationships, negative influences, and anyone who does not align with your vision. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, inspire you, and push you to become better. If you do not have such people around you, seek them out. Network, join communities of high achievers, and immerse yourself in environments that force you to level up. Loneliness is better than bad company, and sometimes upgrading your life requires a season of isolation where you focus entirely on your growth. When you re-emerge, you will attract the right people because your energy, mindset, and presence will demand it. Time management is another area that needs upgrading. Most people waste their days on distractions, procrastination, and meaningless activities. If you want to change your life, you must master your time. Every hour should be intentional, dedicated to growth, productivity, or rest. Eliminate time-wasting habits like excessive social media, binge-watching, and pointless conversations. Structure your days with purpose, set clear goals, prioritize tasks, and create a routine that aligns with your vision. The most successful people in the world do not let time control them, they control their time. When you learn to maximize every moment, progress becomes inevitable. Upgrading your discipline is non-negotiable. Without discipline, nothing else matters. Motivation fades, but discipline keeps you moving forward even when you do not feel like it. It is what separates those who talk about success from those who actually achieve it. Discipline means showing up every day, doing the work, and refusing to quit no matter how hard it gets. It means sacrificing short-term pleasure for long-term results. It means making commitments to yourself and keeping them. Every great transformation is built on a foundation of discipline. Without it, change is impossible. Another crucial upgrade is in your self-commit. How you see yourself determines how you act and what you believe you deserve. If you view yourself as weak, unworthy, or incapable, your actions will reflect that. To change your reality, you must first change your self-perception. See yourself as powerful, capable, and deserving of success. Walk with confidence, speak with certainty, and carry yourself like the person you are becoming, not the person you used to be. When you upgrade your self-image, everything else follows. You begin to attract better opportunities, command more respect, and operate at a higher level. The process of upgrading every area of your life is not easy. It requires patience, consistency, and an unwavering commitment to self-mastery. There will be days when you feel like giving up, when progress seems slow, and when doubts creep in. But the key is to keep going. Transformation is not a single event. It is the result of daily choices, habits, and actions compounded over time. If you commit to this process now, by the time 2025 ends, you will look in the mirror and see someone completely unrecognizable, stronger, wiser, more successful, and more powerful than ever before. Reinvention is not just about change. It is about complete transformation from the inside out. To become unrecognizable in 2025, you must embrace the process of reinvention with full commitment, knowing that it is not a one-time event, but a continuous journey of self-evolution. Reinvention demands that you let go of the past version of yourself, the version that settled for less, that made excuses, that allowed fear and doubt to dictate its actions. It requires breaking down every limiting belief, every bad habit, and every self-imposed restriction that has held you back. The person you are today cannot take you to the future you desire. To become that next-level version of yourself, you must be willing to destroy old patterns, create new foundations, and build a completely new identity based on discipline, resilience, and purpose. The first step to embracing reinvention is accepting that it will not be easy. Growth is uncomfortable. Changing deeply ingrained habits, shifting your mindset, and stepping into the unknown will test you in ways you have never been tested before. You will face resistance from yourself, from your environment, and from the people around you who are used to the old version of you. Some will doubt you, some will discourage you, and some will even try to pull you back into your past because it makes them uncomfortable to see you evolve. But reinvention is not about them. It is about you. It is about choosing to prioritize your future over the comfort of familiarity. It is about making the decision that you will no longer live on autopilot, repeating the same cycles and expecting different results. You must be relentless in your pursuit of transformation, knowing that every sacrifice, every hardship, and every moment of discomfort is shaping you into something greater. One of the most important aspects of reinvention is developing a new mindset. Your thoughts determine your actions, and your actions determine your results. If you do not change how you think, you will never change how you live. This means reprogramming your mind to think bigger, to expect more from yourself, and to believe that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. It means eliminating all forms of negativity, self-doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs that tell you that you are not good enough, smart enough, or worthy enough to succeed. You must train your mind to see challenges as opportunities, failures as lessons, and setbacks as part of the journey. The way you speak to yourself matters. If you constantly reinforce negative narratives, you will stay stuck. If you choose to feed your mind with powerful, positive, and productive thoughts, you will begin to act in alignment with your highest potential. Reinvention also requires a drastic upgrade in discipline. Without discipline, transformation is impossible. Motivation may get you started, but discipline is what keeps you going when the excitement fades, when progress feels slow, and when obstacles appear in your path. Discipline means showing up every single day, doing the work even when you do not feel like it, and staying committed to your vision no matter how hard it gets. It means setting high standards for yourself and refusing to lower them for anything or anyone. It means cutting out distractions, eliminating time-wasting habits, and staying focused on what truly matters. Discipline is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. The more you strengthen it, the faster you will transform. Reinvention is not just about thinking differently, it is about acting differently. You cannot expect a new life if you continue with old behaviors. Every action you take must align with the new identity you are building. If you want to be more successful, you must adopt the habits of successful people. If you want to be healthier, you must live like someone who values their body and energy. If you want to be more confident, you must carry yourself with the posture, voice, and presence of someone who knows their worth. Your actions shape your reality, and the more consistent you are in embodying your new self, the more natural it will become. Letting go of the past is a crucial part of reinvention. Many people struggle to transform because they are still attached to old versions of themselves. They hold on to past failures, regrets, and mistakes as if they define who they are. But reinvention means releasing everything that no longer serves you. It means forgiving yourself for past missteps, learning from them, and moving forward without carrying unnecessary emotional baggage. It means detaching from the opinions of others, realizing that what people think about you is irrelevant to your growth. It means stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing the unknown, knowing that true transformation happens when you challenge yourself beyond your limits. Another key to reinvention is surrounding yourself with the right influences. The people you associate with, the content you consume, and the environment you immerse yourself in all shape who you become. If you are constantly around negativity, laziness, and mediocrity, it will be nearly impossible to rise above it. But if you surround yourself with ambitious, disciplined, and growth-oriented individuals, their energy will push you to become better. Upgrade your circle, find mentors, seek out new perspectives, and eliminate anything that keeps you trapped in old patterns. Your surroundings either elevate you or keep you stagnant. Choose wisely. Patience is an essential part of the reinvention process. Transformation does not happen overnight. It is a gradual process of consistent effort, daily progress, and long-term commitment. There will be days when you feel like you are not making enough progress, when doubt creeps in, and when the journey feels overwhelming. But you must trust the process. Every small step you take is building momentum. Every disciplined action is moving you closer to your goal. And every challenge you overcome is shaping you into a stronger, wiser, and more powerful version of yourself. The people who truly reinvent themselves are the ones who stay committed even when results are not immediately visible. Reinvention is not just about success. It is about becoming the best version of yourself in every way. It is about waking up every day with purpose, knowing that you are building something greater than who you were before. It is about pushing yourself beyond your limits, developing unshakable confidence, and living life on your terms. It is about proving to yourself that you are capable of extraordinary things, that you have the power to change your story, and that you are not bound by the past or by society's expectations. Ultimately, embracing the process of reinvention is about taking full ownership of your life. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you success, and no one is responsible for your growth but you. If you want to be unrecognizable in 2025, you must commit to becoming the architect of your own transformation. You must be willing to do the hard work, to sacrifice temporary comfort for long-term greatness, and to stay disciplined no matter what challenges arise. The choice is yours. Remain the same or evolve into the person you were meant to be. If you fully embrace the process of reinvention, by the time the year ends, you will look in the mirror and see a version of yourself that you never thought possible. Stronger, wiser, more disciplined, and truly unstoppable.